Why, hello. Welcome. My name is George Lucas. And this morning, you're going to have the special pleasure, excuse me a moment. It's a wonderful day in the name. You're going to have the extreme pleasure of accompanying me on roads well traveled as we go into the murky past, the foggy abyss which contains the origins of one of the most venerable of all institutions, the Writing Center. Our first stop on this long, long journey is the Paleolithic Age. Human beings looking up at a night sky filled with stars that they have not yet named. But along with looking up at stars, there was even then the need for a writing center. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your time in the cave, but it's time to move on. 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 years later, we've left the cave behind. Brick by brick, we've created extraordinary edifices. We've created the pyramids. But along with the bricks, along with that which changes, comes that which remains. And what remains is a writing center.
I have an AP hieroglyphics test next period. Can you help me?
Here, I'll see what I can do. See, spot, run. See, spot, run.
Wow!
Oh, excuse me. We left the Egyptians behind, and a mere skip and a jump down the road, and we're in the time of the Caesars, the time of the Romans, the time of the Colosseum, the time of bloodletting, the time of death on a scale unimagined. A fact rarely known is that prisoners of the Romans had a choice. They could be gladiators and face death in the Colosseum, or they could become writing tutors.
Hey, Caesar. Hi. I got some stuff. Brought my own. Okay, so here's my premise. I want to come up with some phrases that people will use forever.
Okay.
It's difficult.
What were you thinking?
Okay, I got some. Number 1. When in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Good parallel structure.
Thanks.
Alright.
Nice. Okay. Number 2. Rome wasn't built in a day.
That's really good phrasing.
Thanks.
I like it.
Awesome. Okay, so I need some more.
Okay, well,
Ugh!
This isn't part of the plan.
We're here today to talk about the period from 5th century to 10th century AD, and what we find is that it's a dark period. There's a massive unemployment problem with people who are writers because there's just not much need for writing tutoring.
Good morning, my fair lady.
Hi, do you need to get tutored?
I've prepared a manuscript, Romeo and Millicent.
Oh, okay. I'll just take a look at it. Can you fill out this form?
Pray tell, what is thy name?
Juliet.
Juliet. Always shocks me when it does that. Romeo and Juliet, star-crossed young lovers, Reminds me of me and my desert flower so many years ago. But no time for personal reminiscence. We go on. The Renaissance, that extraordinary age, gives birth to the philosophical enlightenment, which gives birth to the philosophers, which give birth to revolution.
Can I help
Yes, but you have to keep it a secret.
you? Okay.
I'm writing a declaration of sorts.
Alright, and you want me to look it over?
Yes, I'm particularly concerned with the thesis statement.
Alright. Okay, your first two prongs are fine, but your third prong needs work.
Okay.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a goat just doesn't make sense. Do you really want that for our nation?
I thought the goat was important. I was thinking something along the lines of pursuit of property, but I didn't want to plagiarize my good friend, Johnny Locke.
Well, that's a very good point. What about the pursuit of happiness?
Aren't they the same thing?
No, Thomas Jefferson. Happiness is so much more important than property.
Good. Dead Poets Society, based upon my life, you know. The country was born. Many complex issues needed to be resolved, and we weathered our way through them. 200 years passed. Literature of the modern era came to blossom. Writing changed. Education changed. The joy of the Dead Poets Society was not the joy felt by everyone. Some poets took their work very seriously indeed.
Okay, so how do you like the bell jar? Well, Sylvia Plath, looks really good. I mean, I like the content and it all looks really great, but I just found one mistake. See, there's only one R in jar. I have to go. But we're only in the middle of the session. I think I left my oven on.
Well, it seems as though our time is up. Thank you for joining me in this march through the millennium as we review the history of the Writing Center. Stay tuned next week when we bring you more intellectual fare.
Maybe it wasn't quite so dark in China.
We have a writing center? Should we be expecting a math center or a number center as well?